It's Brian Preston, the Money Guy.
Next up, we have Bruce. Bruce says, "Good morning, Daniel/MG team." And Brian, I'll add that in there. When looking at the FU, does a backdoor Roth sit at the same step as a traditional Roth? Does income limit and backdoor penalty add another layer? So it sounds like Bruce is probably at or near the income limit to contribute to a Roth. And he's wondering if he should switch over to a traditional IRA, or if he should consider doing the backdoor strategy to do a Roth IRA. What do you think, Brian?
Well, I mean, if you have the option to do the Roth conversion strategy, also known as the backdoor Roth, Bruce, I mean, you've got to do it, especially because if you're in an income situation where you're right there at the crux of where the government doesn't even let you fund this anymore because you make too much money, take advantage of this. There's a reason the government's trying to shut all these type of things down, is because they're good. I mean, the tax-free growth is a tremendous benefit and value over the long term. I mean, on today's show, I was sharing a $10,000 Roth contribution over a few years today would be worth just under $90,000. And I'm getting older, but I'm not that old. And that under 90,000 could be worth over 600 at retirement. So that's a huge benefit that you don't want to miss out on. So if you have that option, take advantage of it. Now, I think what you probably could look at this, Daniel, another way is he's saying, because some people might be thinking, well, I have another IRA asset out there, like a rollover IRA or something or a SEP IRA. So I'm not able to do a backdoor Roth conversion strategy because I have this other IRA that's go clouded up. Should I do a traditional IRA with the hope that, before I move on to doing the employer plan in step 6? And I would tell you that's a little more nuanced. That's where you probably would move on right into if you don't have the Roth conversion opportunity, you'd roll right into your employer's plan, load that up, look at your tax rate to see if you should be doing Roth 401k contributions within your employer plan, because it is one of those interesting things where 401ks and 403bs that offer Roth contributions, they don't have an income limit like the Roth IRA does. So you might still be able to fund that tax-free growth if you're thinking about your 3-bucket strategy through the employer plan. But by all means, step 5, the tax-free growth, if you can do Roth conversion strategy, take advantage of it, because then now you can do both. You can do the Roth conversion strategy plus load up that employer retirement plan. That's more retirement savings. That's more tax-favored savings. That's a win.